What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this, what is it? Wednesday. Damn, my iWatch died. Wednesday, I got it right. Typically, I can look over at my iWatch and it's good to go. For some reason, it's not charged. That's weird. Shouts out to the greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Let's get right into it. Shouts out to Tiffany Serranos, DCA Crypto Dave, World Be Free. Guys, you guys make sure that you guys go check out Melissa. She'll be live today. Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm picking up background noise in the background. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, my bad, guys. I got some sound bleed. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. All right. So let's get right into it. Let's see here where we at. Crypto right now is at market cap at $3.64 trillion. Got a little bit of a retracement going on, guys. Let's see. Bitcoin right now is at 108,199. Ethereum coming in at 38 and some change, guys. We got BNB at just over $1,000, holding that support. XRP at 238. Obviously, not the price points that we want to see again. Apologies for the sidetrack. I had some sound coming through, so it was kind of messing up my focus. But make sure you guys tune in to World Be Free DiPato with Melissa and Simon tonight. They go live each and every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys go check them out. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And if you guys got a chance as well, go check out the Digital Ladies of Crypto as well. They got a show that goes on every Monday during that same time. With that being said, let's get back on track here. We got Solana right now, guys, at 181.32 and some change. We've got TRX right now at 32 cents. Dogecoin coming in at 19 cents. ADA right now at 62 cents. Link at 17 and some change, guys. XLM right now at 31 cents. We got SUI right now at 244. AVAX coming in at 19.36. LTC right now at 94.82. HBAR at 16 cents, guys. We got Shiba at 5 zeros and a 1. That's cinco zeros and nueve for those of you guys speak Spanish. I know a little bit. Poquito. Let me stop. That's back under that 4 zeros and a 1, guys, as the markets are bleeding out. What's going on? I think Trump is bumping his gums. I think Cramer's talking too much. We're going to talk about that and much more. DAI, not going to talk about that one. We got Crow right now at 14 cents. Still way undervalued in my opinion. We got DOT right now at 296. Uniswap coming in at 612. God, Polkadot is under $3. That's actually, guys, you have to understand, is that the first time DOT has hit under $3? I'm just wondering. That's crazy. Now, if I go back all-time high, I don't know if DOT's ever hit. So 293 as of, yeah, literally 12. Okay, so 12 days ago. Oh, it got to 141. Are you serious? No way. What? There's no way it got that low. 12 days ago. So what day was that? No. There's no way. It says October 10th. It got to. That's got to be wrong. That's crazy. I mean, it's saying all-time low 12 days ago, $1.41. Anybody remember that? I don't remember that. What? 12 days ago. So if I go over the last month. No, I don't see that low. I don't know where they got that from. Okay. I'm not sure where this one. I don't know what that was at. 141? I don't think so. But even below 3, I've never seen Polkadot under $3, right? Because when they did that redenomination years ago, it was something I told you guys that was one of my big stories, one of my big moments. Polkadot, it was at 300. People don't realize Polkadot was $300 at one point. It was $300 per coin, and it was very heavily held and invested in back in like the Asian markets. And then they did the redenomination and it went down. So someone said it got liquidated at what? Are you serious, sis? World Be Free says it got liquidated at $1.50. What? I mean, it says it's clear as day. I mean, it says here 12 days ago, October 10th, 2025, it got to $1.41. What? Man, I don't know where the hell I was at during that time because I sure would have bought. I would have went crazy on this thing. If you guys understand the amount that I put into this thing at $3, or yeah, because it did the redenomination, then it skyrocketed. And I told you guys, and then obviously I missed the back in it went to $55, which can you imagine that putting that type of money, just under 100 grand at $3 and then $55. I missed the boat, right? But I told that story. I'm not going to tell the story anymore, but I told the story 1,000 times. But I mean, $1.41. Oh my God! If I'd have saw that, I was just saying, I had no damn idea. That's crazy. My goodness. Shoot, I missed that one. Not me, but that was the story. But it shows that World Be Free. It shows $1.41 12 days ago. Where? How? But it didn't work and hit like $1.50. Damn, I missed that, sis. Wow. I missed that one. Good Lord. Not financial advice, but boy, I wish I'd have saw that because I'd have went, woo! I got, me and Polka Dot got some background. That got some history, should I say. Matic right now is at 19 cents. Guys, also remember, nothing we talk about in the show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. For I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. With that being said, we started this show about 2 years and 11 months ago. So in crypto, 8 years, started the show about 2 years and 11 months, and it's been one hell of a ride. Yeah, shenanigans, sis, that's for sure, man. Somebody made a lot of money on that. That's crazy. Oh, shoot, I put it in the wrong thing. I was wondering how my coffee got cold. Normally I order my coffee my wife got me hooked on, which is that Vietnamese coffee. But then I made a fresh thing of coffee, hot coffee. So let me go hot. And then I put it on the side while I was getting ready for the show. And now it's cold because I didn't put it on my warmer. So, damn it, I messed up. Shouts out to my beautiful queen, Ola, Crypto for Life family. Shouts out to my baby. She's out there doing her thing. I love her so much. My best friend, my everything. I look over every morning and say, God, thank you. And then I also realize she's also my drug dealer. She got me on coffee. I've been addicted ever since. Y'all pray for me. Let's move on. Beekeeper69 in the house. We got Nest Force. What's up, Nest Force? Up in here. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Dipito tonight. Karma Carmichael, that's my brother from another mother. I appreciate you, my brother. How you doing? Good to see you. Let's get through this. We got a hell of a show. ICP right now, $3. Algo coming in at 18 cents. VeChain right now at 1 cent, guys. We got Flare. Don't you dare sleep on Flare. All that damn bullish news on Flare is at 1 cent. Just saying. What the hell's going on? Bunk right now is at 4 zeros and 1. That's Cuatro zeros and unos. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm bilingual. Let me stop. XDC right now is at 6 cents. We got Fogcoin coming in at 153, guys. IMX doing the thing at 51 cents, almost 2 for a dollar. QNT right now at 81.09. We got RLUSD moving on up, just like the Jeffersons. This is at number 74 in CoinMarketCap, 99.9999, $1. We got INJ right now at 834. 37, sorry. We got STX right now at 42 cents, just like the song we play here each and every day. Optimism, we got a whole lot of it. I know a lot of people's optimism getting shaken, and we're going to talk about that as well. It's at 42 cents. CRV right now, 52 cents. We've got the Graph, GRT at 6 cents. What else we got? XTZ, one of the OGs in the space. Good Lord, huh? Number 91, still in the top 100, 58 cents to be exact. IOTA is a big deal, not financial advice. Do your own research. It's at 14 cents, guys. We got Theta coming in at number 100 at 54 cents. You got to love it. And by the way, guys, if you guys don't know, we go live not each and every day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and sometimes I do some special interviews and things like that on the weekends or sometimes in the evenings. We got one that's going to be coming up next week with Caleb and Brown, featuring one of the top guys over there, Jim, and my personal broker, Andrew, who's going to be, I'm really excited. He's going to be flying out in a few days to come see me and my wife. We're going to have dinner with him and his wife. And that's the kind of love and support and, what you get with Caleb and Brown, your own personal broker who's flying in to come hang out with 6AJ. How you like that? Anyways, if you guys get a chance, go over and you can see that we're live on X right now. It's called it's James at James_68J, which is our Crypto for Life page, and you can also check us out on our YouTube, which is Crypto for Life, with your boy James, aka 68J. You can see we've got an incredible amount of content, guys. Some of the greatest interviews ever. We're doing coin giveaways, coin content, all kinds of stuff, man. It was just crazy. Just been a crazy last 2 years and 11 months. You guys can check it out. And if you have a Roku TV, you can also see that we're live with IMU TV. You got to download the app, and you'll see us live on Roku TV and on Firestick TV. Shouts out to my guys, Niall and Rob, and those guys over at IMU TV. Melissa knows, she uses them as well. We're all family, all partners, huh? You damn straight. Hello, sweetheart. Karma Carmichael's in the house. Good to see you, my brother. World Be Free. Who made intro music for the Four Ladies VTHO? I love it. Okay, they got some cool music. I gotta go check it out. I gotta check out the music. I've watched the show several times, but I always jump in like late. I gotta go check out the intro music. All right, guys. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check that out. Let's get right into it. DAI. He was responding to Elon Musk. Elon says X works, and digital asset investor DAI says XRP works. You damn straight. What's next with crypto? Are we still going to get a bull run? Is this a wrap? Is it over? There's all kinds of mixed emotions. We'll talk about that and much more. If positioned right, crypto could change everything for you financially. Not financial advice. Hey, just the reality, huh? DJ, World Be Free in the house. She said, I made it myself. What you talking about? I got a couple bars of yeah, World Be Free got that turntable in there. Made it herself. That's amazing. This could be huge for Ripple and XRP. Chad Steingraber puts this out. Ripple Fed Master Account, XRP RLUSD. Fed Skinny Master Account proposal could benefit Ripple's RLUSD and XRP integration. What? Let's read it. The Fed proposed a new Skinny Master Account giving legally eligible fintechs and stablecoin issuers limited direct access to payment rails. Ripple could benefit as it seeks to integrate its RLUSD stablecoin and XRP liquidity network with traditional banking infrastructure. The move could bridge blockchain payments and the Fed system, reducing Ripple's reliance on intermediary banks. I always get stuck on that damn word. All right, let's move on. Oh, my man, Mr. Man, put something out here as well. He says, mic drop. Fed plus Ripple plus XRP equals, know what you hold. Mr. Man was feeling that. He says, know what the hell you hold. Damn straight. All right, guys, let's keep going. It's when they get the real ones. Now, I know Patrick was Patrick was having some fun here. He says, I'm starting to feel like this bull run might be over, and that's bullish. That's bullish. And I said, it's when they get the real ones. Pat's a real one. When you get the real ones feeling like that, crypto's about to soar. Bullish. Facts. Your time is coming, guys. I posted this. I'm going to post it again. Your time is coming. Through all the fog, through all the shikaka, through all the the shenanigans, the manipulation, huh? Your win is coming. It's right there. Don't let them fool you, guys. Don't let them fool you. They'll try. Don't buy into it. Control your emotions, control your games. That's a fact. Now, guys, look, this is an oldie but goodie. Just think about how things will be when they all start telling the damn truth and stop all these damn shenanigans and all this lying and all this stuttering and just, like Larry Fink, just tell the truth.
Let me ask you this. Will you do another ETF? How about an XRP ETF? I know you got Ether out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't.
I can't.
I can't.
XRP, can you answer that?
I can't.
How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't. And you don't want me to.
I do.
Well, I can't.
I can. Trump told me to be quiet. They're talking about paying off the national debt. What are you talking about? I can't talk about that. We're all going to get rich. We don't want everybody else to get rich. Are you crazy? I can't.
How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't.
We don't want Karma Carmichael, DCA, Crypto Dave, Nina Blossom. We don't want Nestforce and 68J and World Be Free living across the street from us. We don't want them to have bigger houses than we got. We don't want them to have Bentleys and all that stuff. No. We're not trying to go out and check our mail and see them sitting around on a lawn chair talking about we did it. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Charles Gasparino?
Out there. How about XRP? Can you answer that?
I can't. And you don't want me to.
I do.
Well,
I do. I really do. Well, you don't. We don't want them as neighbors.
I can't.
All right, they're giving me the rap. Thank you,
Charlie.
You're
Thank
always
you.
a good sport.
It's always to be good here.
You are the.
It's always be good here. Just don't be asking me about XRP no damn more. Anyways, can't tell. I think I meant can't. Can't someone? Yeah, I think I did it right. Can't someone tell Trump and Kramer to please shut the hell up? I said, if not, give them my number, 555-555-1212, which is 555 XRP XRPO. There you go. Yes, Ness. It sounds like the other. Okay, they're talking about their song. Now, guys, this is kind of cool. The other day was October 20th, which was, 2 days ago? Joe Katz put this out. XRP community, I promised I'd have an update on my next adventure soon, right? Well, here it is. Well, here's the start. I'll be a strategic advisor. So Joe says, hey, I'm gonna take off from Ripple. You know, I'll be there. I'll still be a part of the advisory board, but I'm gonna be over here advising Evernorth XRP. What? Helmed by my friend Ashish. Evernorth was founded as a regulated, scalable investment vehicle to tap into opportunities for XRP and DeFi and capital markets, extending the entire XRP ecosystem. I'm excited to get started. Now, when you say, what do you say? Strategic advisor, get started. Advisors, you're advising, but get started. That means you about to get you're gonna be all up in the mix. I'm just saying, guys, when you look at a lot of these people, like doesn't BlackRock got somebody that used to work for Ripple? Yeah, quite a few of them do. Like, they got these little back to. Well, I tell you what, you can have Jim go over there and work for BlackRock, and Joe, just say you're gonna retire and you're gonna be hanging out with the grandkids. Go over there to Evernorth, and hey, Sandy, you go over there to they're playing chess like a son of a gun. You damn straight. Shillers are dream stealers. I do agree with that. I like documentation and facts, guys. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying I don't talk about things, but I don't shill. I keep it real. Facts. Oh, guys, let's see. Lots of love. October crypto facts. What are we talking about? Right here. This is kind of funny. This is funny to me. This guy right here. So it says, my profit goal by 2025. So I think at the top of this, it actually says something about October. October missing in action. So October ain't been as up as we thought it would be, right? And so my man had his goal that says buy a car. Number 2, save $10,000. Number 3, buy a new phone. He said, number 4, live a happy life. Number 5, start my own business. And because of the results of what October's actually produced, which is nothing, he actually changed everything. Check it out. So instead of buying a new car, buy a carpet. Oh God. Instead of saving $10,000, save $10. Mark has been horrible. Instead of buying a new iPhone or phone, buy a new phone case. Instead of living a happy life, just living. Instead of making some money and starting his own business, mind my own business. Oh, that's funny as hell. I don't know. People crack you up. Funny as hell. All right. Shouts out to Chicken 14 in the house. Big Bro 10. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? How's the family doing today? I hope y'all ready, huh? We're going to have a hell of a show, and World Be Free's getting warmed up. She's next. Okay, most won't and don't. And this is, guys, this is something like, this is a big thing for me, right? Because it says, Jordan Daly, always be happy for others, your time will come. You know, it's funny because I see a lot of people here that are, but I see a lot of people who aren't. And that tells a story, like people who used to be around and aren't around. It's just incredible. But then you see them all on everybody else's chat and all in the mix with everybody else. That to me is a bona fide hater. Straight up. You know, they won't come around because, oh, well, he's got this or he's got that and they're doing it. It's like, bro, your time is going to come. I remember when I used to get into people's chats and I was sitting there going, what is this? What is crypto? What's going on? Right? And I see people like, oh, I did this. No, I made millions. And I'm like, oh my God, that's I'm going to get there someday. And it gave me hope. It was inspired. I would see African-American guys like the one guy, what's my man name from Coinmetrics, Ian. And Ian was like, I made $5 million. I was like, what? And I said, man, if that African brother can do it. And so it's just crazy how your success bothers other people. And you see it. I see it all the time. And it's just sad, bro. It's sad people are like that. It really is. But that's just the way it is. Get used to it. Because when your time comes, and trust me, anyway, we're going to move on. Oh, gosh. The manipulation is real. Zoe puts this out. Every time the market pumps 1%, Trump pisses on it with a comment. That's funny as hell. I said the manipulation is real. That's a fact, guys. Like, I don't think this is all strategic. When I say things like this, I don't think Trump is trying to do anything to hurt the markets or hurt this. And I think he really is in his own way, with these tariff and everything else, he's playing a hell of a game of chess. The results of that is what's happening with the markets. But I do believe there's a certain amount of manipulation. I believe that with everything that I am, because they could have, some of the stuff that they could have been doing way back. Government shutdown, all that stuff happened right before the ETFs were supposed to launch. I don't know. And like I said, based off that conversation I had 2 days ago, Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, Stuart already meeting with Trump about possibly paying off the national debt and all these different things, and some of these deep conversations we were having, it just made sense. It was checking all the boxes. I'm like, man, this is definitely manipulation. I don't know how else to put it. They control the market because this is not how things typically go. And everything that has been bearish, the 100% on China, now they're talking about 155% tariffs and government shutdown, and he could. But it's funny how everything was said right during the time that it needed to be said, where his family had been. I'm just calling it what it is. Things were bullish as hell. Him and his sons, everybody was saying a lot of bullish stuff when the Trump coin launched, the Melania. I mean, they took advantage of all that, and it's like they made an asshole. And there was a breakdown that somebody had on X. I don't know if I shared it or not, talking about how much money this dude actually made and his family's made since he's been elected. It's crazy. So they made their bags. Their son's all in Forbes at 18, talking about he made $150 million, another $1 billion sitting on the side. And again, I got nothing against him. I prefer Trump over who we had before. That's for damn sure. But man, if their family is not benefiting more than anybody else in this country, that's for sure. It's a crazy game being played right now. That's all I got to say about that. Keeping it a buck. Erica Garcia's in the house. That's my sister, Erica Garcia, in the Garcia family. Mi familia. That's my wife's sister. Shouts out to Erica, Paul, and Laz, the greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. You damn straight. Let's move on. He said it, and I do believe he's on point with this. Tony Edward, Thinking Crypto, has got a phenomenal podcast. If you guys get a chance, go check it out. He's got a lot of big names that comes on his show. He says we are still in a bull market, and I do agree with that. If you guys look at my thumbnail, part of what I put out there was, what's next with crypto, and are we still in a bull run? Are we going to see a bull run? And I do believe so. Now, when you look at these prices of some of these assets, guys, I was talking about Polkadot, and I'm not shilling Polkadot, but I'm just saying when you look at some of these prices, and even when it maxed out, I think it got up to maybe $5 or something like that. When we had that little pump after Trump was elected and everything kind of went up. A lot of these assets, man, Crow was at 96, almost 97 cents in the last bull run. We're not there yet. We're not even close to being there yet. But I do believe it's going to happen. There's just too many things that are in place, right? So Tony goes out and says, he posts this, yesterday it looks like? Today's the 21st or 22nd? Today's the 1st. So yesterday. We are still in the bull market. The whales and market makers have done their job again, putting many investors into fear. And I do believe this is what they're doing, guys. And we talked about that. We were talking about this on the call that I did a stream on yesterday for a damn near, 2 hours. And me and this gentleman that was talking is what he was saying. He goes, they're doing everything they can to shake people out. And it's not like they're purposely, but they realize it's going to shake people out. And so Tony, I believe, is on point with this. A lot of fear. They're creating a lot of fear. So when people see that $5, a lot of people are going to be out. $10, probably 50% of people are going to be out. $25, the majority of people will be out. And I really do believe that because of what they're doing and how they're going to create, how they continuously create that fear. And then all of a sudden, it's going to be like massive news, massive adoption. This utility with financial institution, all these things are going to kick in, and then that retracement is not going to be as bad as we think it's going to be, and then wham, and leave a whole lot of people behind. That's what I think is going to happen. Not just me, some really big people think that's going to happen. So it says many investors into fear and many have gotten emotional and panic sold. And that's what's so crazy, guys. There's a lot of people, I didn't realize this, but there's some people who had posted on X. They were like, man, I just sold. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. And I don't know if they were serious or not. It seemed like they were serious. It didn't seem like they were joking. But, you know, a lot of people, you got to understand, there's a lot of people back in the day, right? You look at XRP. And you look at when this thing went up before, right? It went way up, and a lot of people bought this top, right? $3 and something cents. And then this damn thing dipped all the way back down, man, into like 17, below 20 cents, right? And there's a lot of people who waited for years. I mean, literally from 2017, 2018, and they waited all the way. And we had a little bit of a pump, you know, in 2021, right, when it got up to like $1 something. But they're like, man, I still haven't broken even. So they waited from 2018 all the way till 2025 to see a little bit of profit. Can you imagine that, guys? 4 years? No, wait, what is that? That's more than 4 years. Like 7 years? Is that what it was? 7 years to see your coin break even with a little bit of profit? I mean, think about that, guys. 7 years. You seen people that were in the comments the other day. 7 years. So all of a sudden, we get up to $10. We get up to $5. They're like, man, I dare, or $6. I'm out. Or some people, we might even get to 10. And I've talked about this. If you guys look at this, and I had this thought process back when I did this interview or did this deal with me and Edo Farina. Remember that when I was talking about the $10 right here? You guys remember this one?
$10 XRP will change most people's lives. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I also agree it's going to probably be one of the biggest regrets that people made. Because again, if Valal Capital, who said a possibility of a $25,000 to $35,000 XRP by 2030, let's say they're 10% right. That's $2,500 to $3,500. Let's say they're 1% right. That's $250 to $350. Okay, screw them. Forget that. I mean, screw them, but forget that analogy. Let's go with Ripple itself. XRP, in order to work the way it has to globally, has to be at least $10,000. Okay, let's say they're 10% right. That's $1,000. Okay, let's say they're 1% right. That's $100. So my whole thing is, I think a lot of people are going to miss the 1% potential at $5 or $10.
And I meant that then, and I mean that now. And this is exactly the conversation we had a couple of days ago with that gentleman, like at midnight or till 10 p.m. till like in the morning, is that exact part. They're making it so chaotic. They're creating so much FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So much fear, false evidence appearing real. And again, what is false evidence appearing real? All this stuff with China. They're like, 100% tariffs. And China's like, wait a minute, dog. We cool over here. We down to work everything out. And hell no, 155% tariffs. They're playing these crazy ass games. We're gonna go over here. We're doing this and all this stuff, and it's creating massive panic. And it goes back to what I was saying here. Most people are going to be out at $5 or $10. I meant it then, and I mean it now. And that's the conversation we're having. I know people saying, well, this is not me. You're not the masses, right? You're not, people here that are here are not the masses. But there are some people who are out of here at $10, $5, gone. I've even heard people say, like people we've met at events, man, $4, man, I'm selling half my junk. Like right? $10, I'm gone. Right? Because, again, they sat around and they wait. Some of these people have waited for 7 years, waiting for it to break them even. And now all of a sudden, and I saw a guy on X the other day, he goes, where we're at right now is where we were at 7 years ago. Crazy. And people really feel that way. So they're gonna miss what's coming. I do believe he said the herd believes the bull market is over, and the market always does the opposite of the herd. Damn, that's a bar. And I've been saying it. I just love when I see people like Tony say this, because what he's saying is what I said here. What he's saying is what I said here with Edo Farina. And I'm not saying, oh, I was right. It's not about that. It's just you got to understand the mindset of the masses versus the mindset of the few, the people who will actually make it during the long haul. And it's like they said, that's what he's talking about, the herd, the masses, the herd. Because there's a lot of people who are frustrated, a lot of people who are new, a lot of people don't understand what's going on, and a lot of people are just tired, bro. They're like, damn it, dude, look where this was at back then. Look where this is. Look at, oh man, this, I could have got richer, and they're gonna see. And there's assets that have pumped, that had a bigger pump, a bigger gain between 18 and 21 that won't see that again. And that's something else we talked about. Even Mikkel and me and others and Zach and others, we talked about this. Some of these assets will not see the same damn levels they were at before because the markets evolve, they move on. And that's why people are like, oh, well, there's other things they could do what XRP does. No. What's his name? Jake Claver does a great job of explaining that, right? Their position. They've got, they got too much of the market, dude. They've got too many things in place. It's like that first mover's advantage, right? Oh, we're fast. We can do this. Ain't nobody gambling no damn startup, right? And especially when you look at an asset like XRP and the company Ripple that represent it, look, they've been stress tested. Companies want to know they love to see, what have you been through? Oh, there's an outage over here. Solana's pause, congested. This has happened. Right? Come on now. Y'all with me? I know I'm babbling. We're going to move on. Okay. Steph is crypto says XRP is on the top of this support. Please don't turn bearish. So if you look at this chart right now, you can see that right on this, we're right on this support line here. This ascending triangle here. You can see it's at about 238, which is, we're probably like what? We're right there, 238, like right there, right where this guy is showing that support at. And yeah, we might wick a little bit, and hit that line. You can see where it's wicked down and come back up. But man, this support line is very major. So we can continue on into this until it breaks up to the upside. So I do believe, and it's amazing how charts play out with news and things that are going. And sometimes news, if you look at where we were at, we had kind of got to this resistance point, and then all this crap, all the stuff that Trump has been saying and doing with these tariffs and everything else and shutdowns and everything brought us back down to the support line. So man, there's a lot of, you got to understand, this guy has a lot, President Trump, meaning he's got a lot of people around, hey, we can bring this damn thing down to the support line and we get oh man, if you don't think so, you don't know. The strategist, 15%. That's all I'm selling this round. I got debt to pay. No, and that's what's so dope. I saw a guy talk about this, the strategist. Shouts out to Endurance. How you doing, fam? Sis, how you doing, sis? Nina Blossom in the house. That's my sister, huh? Jose's in the house. Good to see all you guys. But no, I agree with you. There's a guy who put that. He goes, man, hey, I got bills. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. But that's what they realize, that a lot of people, guys, are over leveraged. They realize a lot of people are over leveraged. People don't. I don't want to get back in this conversation, but I know people who've taken out loans, loans against their houses, personal loans, 3 or 4. I mean, dude, oh my gosh. Like I said, when I tell you guys things, I'm giving you a fraction what the reality is, right? A fraction sometimes. I can't tell people's business. But when I say people I know in this space, that I've met in this space, losing houses, taking out a loan, get wrecked, let me take out another loan and do a long, I don't even understand it. And I do understand it because you're trying to get it all back in one swoop. And I haven't met anyone. Matter of fact, so many people stopped talking to me because I was telling them, what are you doing, bro? What are you like? When we're family, if we're family, we're family. Nest Force is my family. If Nest Force called me up and said, Jay, I just did a leverage trade. Oh, I lost everything. I'm using Nest Force as an example. And I'm like, Nest, man, don't do that, bro. And he's calling me, like, bro, don't, there's an easier way. Just look, get into this asset hold, bro. You'll get it back over time. No. I took out another loan. I did it again. Damn, I lost. And then it gets to like that third call. Jay, I'm like, dude, I told you not to. Y'all have no idea. Just saying. These stories are real. Just like the guy that lost $3 million. That's real. Okay, sometimes your value isn't seen until your absence is felt. By the time they realize that you've already leveled up and found peace in places where you're appreciated without having to prove your worth. That's a fact, bro. I love that. Sometimes your value isn't felt until your absence is felt. Sometimes your value isn't seen, until your absence is felt. Okay, whoa, Chad dropping ETFs gems. This says T. Rowe Price actively managed crypto ETF, first of its kind, and will target top 10 assets by market capitalization. Key details, you guys can see right here, it says investment objective. The ETF is designed to actively seek to outperform the FTSE Crypto US listed index. Active management, unlike most passive crypto funds that simply track an index, TRO's price. So if you guys want to get through that, I'm already past my stream. You guys make sure you guys are checking. I'm not going through all this. My reading today is going to be, because I was like, damn, I looked at my show. I didn't even go back and watch it, but I got off the show and I was like, damn, I almost talked for 2 hours. All right, so we're gonna keep this under an hour, or at least at an hour. Anyone have this number? Or anyone have his number? Dom from Easy A says, all we need is one bearish call from Kramer to send us to all-time highs. I said, anyone have his number? I said it would be money well spent. That's funny. Oh, God. What do you call them? So Elephant Signature says, what do you call it when someone hears the truth? Now, I've talked about this forever. Shouts out to Endurance. I talked about this forever. What is real Matrix in the house? Good to see you, my friend. What do you call it? And I want to ask you guys put in the chat. What do you call it when someone hears the truth, sees the truth, but still believes the lies? Still sticks around. I call it sheep, because I can't understand it. When you know something or someone's jinky, I'm gonna just move on. All right, move on. Max Avery, this cycle is about utility. Retail took early risk. Institutions bring the scale. Both win when blockchain solves what traditional finance can't. That's a fact. Shouts out to Max. Always those. You know what, guys? I wanted to keep thank you, Jose. I want to throw out a shout out to my sister, Shannon Thorpe. I mentioned her yesterday in yesterday's stream. I haven't talked to my sister in a while because we had her on. She was doing a lot of. If you guys don't know who Shannon Thorpe is, she previously worked for Wells Fargo, and it's so cool to see that my sister still watches the show and supports the show. She was part of Ladies Night, which Melissa has her spinoff of, or her not spinoff, but her part of that, which is called Digital Ladies of. I want to find it because I don't want to say the wrong name. I feel like I'm saying the wrong doggone name. Where's it at? Where's Melissa's page at? World Be Free. I think it's digital. Melissa, can you put your link for the Digital Ladies in the thing, because I don't want to say it wrong. I believe it's called Digital. Where's it at? Right here. Is that it? No. Optimistic Prime. What is it? I chatted with her last night. Okay, you did, sis? Shouts out to sis. Melissa's one of the realest in the game. That's my sister for real. And my brother-in-law, which is her husband. Digital Ladies Unscripted. So they go live every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then she goes back on again Wednesday with VTHO. But Shannon Thorpe, the point I was trying to get across here. So shouts out to Melissa with that, World Be Free. But what I was trying to bring up with Shannon Thorpe is she was part of what we used to do. We were doing it every Friday. It was called Ladies Night. And Shannon, if you guys don't know who Shannon is, she is the person who had came out just like a year or so ago, and had shared some things that she had saw and heard with Wells Fargo. And she was on this what's it called, X chat or X what do you call it? X Space, and she had talked about some things that made her feel like XRP, and she actually posted this on her X. She saw, based off what she saw and what was said, and what she knew, XRP would go to like $300 to $500 in like within 7 to 8 months. And I mean, based if things had played, I think it was kind of more like a Jake Claver type call where she was like, if these things happen, this is what I see. And then she's like, well, I have to watch what I say. I don't want to get in no trouble with Wells Fargo. She had kind of mentioned them, and then lo and behold, she wound up losing her position because of some things. And I had interviewed her. She told the story on the show, so I'm not telling her business or anything that wasn't already documented and said on my show. And I remember when I contacted her to do an interview, we had to run everything, the questions past her attorney and all that stuff. But she's one of the realest in the game. I think she's one of the pioneers. I really do, because she woke up the market to, like, oh my God, this, here's some inside scoop. And then there's another source, which I'm not going to talk about, that also validated some things, what she said. And then that conversation 2 nights ago, validated. So it was like Shannon spoke it before it actually happened. And I can tell you right now, that conversation, I was like, whoa. And it's funny because that person brought up Shannon's name. that person brought up, and this person was like I seen this documentation, I seen this in banks, and Shannon Thorpe was, and I'm like, yo, and so I'm just telling you, she was right the whole time. It's just that, you know, it's kind of like when Jake Claver says XRP at this price by January 2026. Jake is not wrong, because if you listen to what Jake said, hell yes, she did, sis. Dude, when she what did I say right here? Look at what I put here. So she said she watched the show, she saw what I was talking about. She obviously appreciated the content of what I was saying about this person of this high magnitude, and that person mentioned her name. And then in her post here, I said, thanks, Six. I said, this is why I need my damn coffee. I gotta go back to that damn my hot coffee got cold, messing me up. You see? It's warm now. Anyways, I said, thanks, sis. We all appreciate you and the work you put in for the community. She's a pioneer, bro. I really do feel that way, because she spoke out when probably when she shouldn't have spoke out, but she did. And I'm not saying she shouldn't have, but she shouldn't have, with the fact that she spoke, and then she said, oh, I need to be careful what I'm saying. And because they were asking these questions and she was answering them, and she was like, wait a minute, I need to be careful. I watched the interview. I listened to it, and then we covered it on my show. And she said, I need to be careful what I say, because I don't want to lose my job. Let me go talk to like the corporate office and see what I can and can't say. And by that time, it went viral. I mean, her thing went viral. and so to me, because of what I've heard from other people who are essentially in bigger places that she was, honestly. And then this guy who is all validated. So yeah, she is definitely somebody I would say is a pioneer. But like I said with Jake didn't say what he said wasn't wrong. Jake said certain things have to play out. I don't think she thought she would go viral, sis. I mean, it went viral, right? Because you're talking about at a time where a lot of people were stuck in hopium, right, sis? The World Be Free remembers. Remember the doggone. You guys got to go back and watch the damn interview. It was crazy. And then once I did the interview, we wound up connecting, and because even with there's another guy that I interviewed that was part of Google, Amazon, and then Ripple, and we had to check with his attorneys with my questions as well. What's his name? What's my brother's name? And like I've developed relationships. We've had Linda P. Jones and those guys, but you can see where Shannon Thorpe was. Is she a part of this one? She might have been a part of this one, but yeah. So we used to do Ladies' Night, and she was part of this. But if you go back and listen to our interview, there are certain things that I could talk about, not talk about. So you can see there's Shannon Thorpe right there. She was part of Ladies' Night. There's the interview right here. That was over a year ago. So a year ago with Shannon Thorpe right here. Bank of Settlements. What do you think about that?
Honestly,
so I had to be careful with the questions were all scripted because she had to run them past her attorney. But if you guys get a chance, go check out the interview. But it's very similar to what Jake was saying. Jake was like, "Look, this is where I see XRP, but everything has to work out in a certain way." And then that conversation with the gentleman 2 mornings ago, because it was like 2 nights ago, but it led into the morning. It was the same thing. But it was more of a breakdown and connecting the dots to exactly validating what Jake is saying, right? You know, whether it happens or whatever in that time frame, and then validating what Shannon Thorpe was saying from an institutional perspective and things that this person's seeing, knows, and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I'm just telling you guys, like, yeah. Shouts out to Shannon Thorpe. Thank you, sis, for that shout out and respect. We miss you too. Thank you, sis. Appreciate you. We got to get it back on the Ladies' Night again. Do a follow up. Okay. Where we at here? Did I go back too far? Damn it, I do this all the time. Did I? Let me see. Did I? I think I did. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, this is just a click of a thing. We're right back again. So again, shouts out to our sister Shannon Thorpe. Okay, where we at? That's her. Okay, here we go. And I put it right here, so I didn't realize I put it on the bottom too. Okay, here we go. XRP still amongst top performers. Smoke shares this. It says, "Oh, did Melissa say something?" She said, "I don't think she thought she's happy now, though. It's all good." Yeah, no, absolutely. Sean, yeah. Oh, Sean. That's right. From Amazon, Google, and Ripple, and he was somebody. If you guys go in here too and look at Sean's thing, and I was really, because before we actually went live. I was trying to get Sean to tell me. Sean is a he's a beast, man. I got much love for that dude. He speaks it, tells it like it is. At that time, I had to send him questions to have checked over with his attorneys as well. And I was trying. I remember before right here. I think I might have had him on twice. And we were laughing because I was trying to push this brother to say things.
I know you get on X as much as I do. And you see people, XRP was 51 cents 4 years ago, and the 51 cents now.
The thing that had me laughing with this interview because he was grinning because we had already talked about some of the things that he couldn't answer before we went live. And then I got on here and I was kind of nudging it. He was laughing like, all right, like I can't say certain things, Jay, but it was pretty cool, man. There's Max Avery was actually tuned in as well, so that was pretty dope. Sean McBride, that's who it was. Sean McBride, formerly with Google, Amazon, and Ripple. That's funny. So if you guys get a chance, we've had some incredible interviews on this show. Let's get back to it. So anyway, Smoke puts this out. It says XRP remains best performing asset amongst CoinDesk 20 constituents in 2025 documented. You can see right here, XRP remains best performing asset amongst CoinDesk 20 constituents in 2025, delivering a year-to-date return. It goes through all this stuff. It says the past marked a major milestone for both the SEC and Ripple. Wow, gotta love it. XRP also gained momentum. Wow, you gotta love it. XRP this and XRP that. Huh? Oh, gosh. If they don't know, they're going to know soon. If you're new to crypto, welcome. Roller coaster. Crazy. That's what I meant by that. The Kobesi letter says breaking Beyond Meat stock BYND races 160% daily. I saw it. I started joking when I said I think burgers and fries are in right now. Had a burger the other day. Yesterday. BTC is a steal right now, I agree. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys haven't seen this, my mother-in-law was down. I'm going to see if it was men. If you guys haven't had a chance to see, I took my mother-in-law because I wanted her to go check this out. I think I brought it up before. If you're in Vegas, man, and you're, and the funny thing is, I would say women between this age and that age, like over 30, they could probably, because some of what they do is they play music from back in the day and they put a spin about, what the show's about, menopause and women going through things. And it's so dope because they go through all these old school songs. But me and my wife went inside and then we took my mother-in-law last night. And man, you talking about cracking up. It was funnier even the second time that we saw it. But if you guys come to Vegas and you guys get a chance to check that out, make sure you guys go check out the Menopause the musical. Hella funny. These women are brilliant. We nonstop laughing. And they say it's actually for men too. Like, hey, men, and dude, a lot of the guys are in there cracking up. So if you guys get a chance, I'm not getting paid for that, but it was just, we went last night. It was pretty cool. All right, let's move on. Okay, pretty much how most feel in crypto. And I put, based off what this guy, let me put this out first and then we'll come back to it. It's about 2 minutes long. We're going to go over our time again. Oh, well. The insider trading and price manipulation on crypto is spiraling out of control. I don't know who this gentleman is, but listen to what he has to say.
I woke up this morning to see Aster broke below $1. This thing looks absolutely terrible. I bought back into this thing at like $2.05 a couple weeks back because people were saying the technicals look good. The technicals looked like absolute shit. This thing's down 50%. I lost thousands of dollars on it. And you can't tell me, oh, hype looks good. You should have bought hype. Hype is down 40% since this thing launched. No one's winning here other than CZ's bitch ass. He should have stayed in jail. This is such bullshit, man. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why I hate believing in things. I can't believe in anything anymore. Everything I buy, I have 3 business days to get out, and if not, I'm stuck holding the bag. I remember everyone dunked on me for selling Fart Coin a month ago. Fart Coin is down 70% since I sold. Everything is down. The only thing up is gold and silver and Beyond Meat. I don't know why Beyond Meat is pumping all of a sudden. I can't win anymore. It's never been harder to trade crypto than it is today.
And this is exactly what Tony Edwards was talking about. They're trying to scare people. They're trying to shake you out. They got everybody in their emotions. This guy is clearly in his emotions. He's pissed off because he's had a hell of a retracement. He sounds like he kind of bought Astra at the top, which a lot of people do that. They get wrecked. Obviously we saw Astra, a couple few weeks ago, hit all time. He went through the roof, like thousands of percent up. And that's why you don't buy the top. And this guy's kind of spazzing out over that. And I'm not showing this to say this, I'm just showing you this is how people feel. And you got to be careful. And like he was talking about, I can't trade. Like, look, man, and I'll get up to what I put up here on the top here, which is, this is why I talk about all these things. I start off as a trader. I started off as a trader in crypto. And it's so important to have these things in place. I put number one, we talk about this on the show all the time, have a strategic plan. Strategic means it could change based off what you're in or what you're not in or whatever. Do your own research, right? Control your emotions. Have a take profit strategy. Remember your why, or fall apart like this guy's doing right now. But this is how the majority of people probably feel.
I mean, what are we doing anymore? What do I buy? What do I buy that I can just buy, hold for 6 months, sell for a 2x? Is that too much to ask? I don't need 100x.
The way he's talking, if I was to guess, he's new to crypto. If I was to guess, he said, I just want to hold for 6 months. Well, if you've been in crypto long enough, you'll know that we are way up. Even with things that are retraced horribly down, we are way up, way up. Depends on when you got in again.
I want a 2x. People would tell me to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like shit right now. It's getting outperformed by gold. Anthony Pompliano was saying, the great gold to Bitcoin rotation is happening. Bitcoin went from 108 to 114. I thought we were back, and I wake up this morning, it's below 108 again.
No, this is why I posted this guy. Shouts out to True to Kel, TJ Patterson, Silver Days XRP, all you guys that are here. This is exactly why I posted this, right? Or reposted this, because again, there's going to be people who feel this way. They feel this way right now about XRP. Oh, he got up to 3-something. It's back to 237. But for those of us who've been around and been in this game and saw how long we stayed like sub 50 cents between that 40 and 50 cents range for years, all the things that we've gone through. And then, even go back to what he's talking about with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is crap right now. It's crap. It's at 108. I've been in since 17. I went through COVID. I went through FTX. A lot of you guys did as well. I went through a lot of different things. I watched Bitcoin go down to 3,500, and then I did my research, did my due diligence, and realized that this asset once upon a time ago was 4 cents. Da Vinci J was on the internet, on YouTube, screaming, get one Bitcoin for $1, just one freaking dollar. He didn't say one Bitcoin. He said, get you some Bitcoins for $1, one freaking dollar. So God knows what the price was at that point. The point I'm trying to make, guys, is you're going to have people freaking out like this guy is right now at 108,000. It's crap. It's crap to who? To those of us who had exposure at 3,500, people who had exposure at 5,000, 10,000, to who? It's up 100,000 plus. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and you're going to have people who say this about XRP at $5, at $10. There's going to be new people that come in and say the same damn thing when it goes from 25 to 15. It is what it is. And so control your emotions, have a plan. It's all right here on the top. I'll put it right there. We talk about it.
What kind of manipulation are we seeing here? Bo Hines is saying never sell your Bitcoin.
I do agree that there's a level of manipulation here. He's got that part right.
Meanwhile, his ass left the White House. He got all the information on how to break through all the legislation that went to Tether.
The next part of what he says is on point, though. That's why I shared it, because I listened to the whole thing. I said, okay, well, he's freaking out, but man, he's got some good points towards the end.
Who knows how much they're paying him? And Tether was like, yeah, we invested in XPL. And then when the price started dumping, they're like, whoa, we're not investing in XPL. And the Trump family's going, yeah, we've made $150 billion. However much of a $1.5 billion. It's all the same shit. Eric Trump is laughing his ass off, saying how much fun they're having in crypto. Meanwhile, it's a complete disaster. The Trump family ruined crypto, and I hate it.
So there's some truth to what he's saying. I won't say they ruined anything, but they definitely got paid. They're the biggest winners thus far. That's for sure. I mean, it's not me saying it. It's out there. It's all over X. Oh, Forbes. Barron Trump made $150 million off of Trump coin. Okay, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people got wrecked. He's set to make another $1 billion once the liquidity is released. I mean, just stuff like that. So yeah, it is what it is. But this dude definitely had a spaz. Oh God, look what direction the manipulation is. It's shorting. Trump isn't stupid. He'd be long if the market was dead. Yeah, exactly. No, justice for the LPA is on point. Appreciate you, my friend, for being up in here. But no, you're absolutely right with that. He need to hang around the right groups, chat. That's facts. But you got some people out here like this that's spazzing out, man. Trust me. I get calls from people, guys, and I'm not saying it's anybody here, but I get calls from people because I got friends that are outside of my crypto for life family in crypto, right? OGs in the space. Like I had one of my OGs who his family had. I mean, yeah, just one of my OGs. I'm not getting into all that, but he tunes in. And it's funny because I get messages from people not knowing that they tune in, like Shannon Thorpe, or I get a message from somebody saying, "Hey Jay, great show." Hey Jay, like I got a lot of messages for yesterday's show, so shouts out, and I appreciate the fact that you guys all appreciated the content yesterday. You guys can see right here. We had got almost 500 views, but yeah, I appreciate a lot of the love, and we got a lot more views than that on X, obviously. Okay, so it says sounds about right. So Black Swan Capitalist put this out. He goes, the global economy runs on debt, not dollars. Excuse me. When that system breaks, it'll need a neutral bridge to reset and reprice value. That's why XRP exists, to absorb and settle the world's liquidity. And I like that. I say, hey, sounds about right to me. All right, let's move on. Chad Steingraber puts this out as well. Okay, Exploit. Excuse me. Coffee gave me the burpees. Exploit says, wish I could go deep into meme coins. Got blue collar money. Not trying to gamble. My checklist. RWA utility partners involved in the project. Shouts out to Exploit. Justice says, we're all hoping for a miracle, but miracles don't happen unless the Trump. I don't think we need miracles, man. I've been in this space, and this space has been amazing to me and my wife and our family, and life-changing. And we've been through this. This is not the first time we've gone through this. Now this is the first time we've gone through this with what's in place, because it's never been more support and bullishness. But here's what you guys got to understand. They didn't just turn the switch on and say, we're going to support this and we're going to do that. We're going to approve. They're not making it easy. They're definitely manipulating the system. And they realize, it's kind of like anybody in business, which Trump is in business. Like, what happens when I revamp this property in New York? It's going to bring the value. Like, this dude's a master at making money. He's a master at business. So he realizes, he goes and buys these buildings and he does this and revamps the value. So he buys up all the properties around that building. Like, I've read some of the things that Trump has done to make his worth, his net worth, or his millions, billions, whatever. And the guy's smart, man. He's smart. I'm going to put the building up. Before I buy the building, buy all the places around it so nobody else can benefit from what I'm doing. Smart dude. And I do believe that same type of strategy he's using now. They met with Ripple. They had the beef bourgeois and all those things. They did all these things. Ripple's they've met with Trump, I think it's documented 5 or 6 times. Been at the crypto summit, been at this, been at that, the Senate hearing, all these different things. And I do believe the gentleman who I talked to last night had it right. They have put things in place to show Trump how he can pay off the national debt. I do believe that at some point you're going to look up on some of these exchanges and won't have access to XRP. I do believe that there's a big play. I do believe to some extent Ripple knows a lot more than they're telling us. They're involved a lot more than we know. There's been people like Caitlin Long came out the other day, said that this has been a charade the whole time. This is all structured the way it's going down. I do believe, like Trump with his buildings and buying everything around it before he actually goes up and buys and builds, before people know what's going on, using instead of people can go, oh, let's look it up. Who owns this? Using these little I don't want to use subsidiaries, but these little what they call them. I can't think of it, like these shell companies, right? To buy all these little properties up around. Like, this guy is smart as hell. He's running this like a business. The things he's doing with China is the same thing he's done. If you go through and read his book and look at things that Trump has done, this dude is a master of chess. He's been doing it forever. He's a billionaire for a reason. And he's utilizing that in what he's doing. But when you look at the things he said, with the strategic reserve, XRP, and all these different things, and the moves he's made, and that Eric Trump has had meetings with BitBoy, knowing about it. They know what they're doing. I do believe that this is a strategic game, much like what he's doing, because like I said, if you look at the real estate philosophy that he's used, and he publicizes this, that you buy up everything around before you buy the building. Well, guess what? You put everything in position before you announce XRP. Think about why it's the one asset like BlackRock. I can't talk about that. Yes, you can. No, I can't. You can't. Well, I'm not going to. There's a bigger guys. Trump is not the only one. Like, all these guys, it's kind of like if you look at the thumbnail that I posted yesterday. Let me get back here, right? If you look at this thumbnail from yesterday, the only one that's not in this room is us. We're not in this room, right? It's not about us, right? Like when I post these things, I tell you guys, when I do thumbnails, I put a lot of thought. It's like something that's going on inside, and I think about it. And then now today's thumbnail was a little bit different because sometimes I'm in a rush and I look for things real quick, and it's still part of where my thought process is at. But this one, I really put some thought into this one, right? And shout out to some of you guys. This is one of my favorite thumbnails. But if you really look at this, right, we're not in this room, guys. Like this is Trump and all these people. These are the banks and the BlackRocks and all the people who know what the hell's going on. We're not in this room. We're not a part of this. We won't know what's going on in this room because we don't matter. We never have. We never will. They can say what they want to say, and the few of us that get it, like remember when they say XRP is not for retail, it means those who got it, screw it, they got it, right? And that's why Gensler and those guys try so hard to destroy Ripple and XRP because oh no, that's not happening. Oh hell no. Because their pockets were padded. Ethereum started that because they all knew what was going on. Go look Jay, you just sound stupid right now. Go watch Rick from the start. You think Chris and Maya put all that money into that project, sold their XRP, and went through all that because they're full of crap? No. You think they got some of the most brilliant people to be a part of that documentary? And I'm not saying it because I'm in the documentary. I'm talking about like the Jimmy Valleys, the John Deatons, the Zach Rector. I mean, come on, bro. Really? They had some key people in that documentary exposing the war on crypto. Rigged from the start. Brilliant how they changed that name. It's perfect, right? So I'm telling you guys, like this is all planned. We like this right here. They know what's going on. Trump did not. If Trump did anything wrong, he probably ran his mouth faster than they want him to. He got on Truth Social because Trump moves the way Trump wants to move. He probably had a conversation he had that beef bourguignon, that steak sauce was like lingering in his stomach. He was, ooh, that steak was good. And he met with Brad and he got like, what? Y'all gonna show me how to pay off the national debt? And this is one of the things that me and the gentleman, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, me and the gentleman had the conversation a couple nights ago. He said, you got to understand, we were talking like, you got to understand the position that this puts Trump in. If this dude pulls off paying off the national debt, if he pulls off some of the things he's pulling off right now, maybe even sticking to what he said, no capital gains tax on crypto, he will be, I don't care who, like, he will be deemed a legend. Probably one of the most legendary presidents we ever had if he pulls this off right. Right? You don't become a legend by letting everybody run it. He's using the same type of strategy as with his real estate. He knows what's going on. He knows what's getting ready to happen, but let's get everything in place. And the people who are going to win the most are the people in this room, are the people in this damn room. They're going to win. And the crazy thing about it, the residue, the things, those of us who have positioned ourselves, they're going to be millionaires. They're going to be billionaires created. I promise you. They're not worried about the few. They're worried about the masses. They're worried about themselves. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Straight up. Can you discuss your thoughts on when you think that Trump will stop tweeting short? I have no idea. What we're going to do real quick, though, is I'm going to let you guys know how much I appreciate you. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. XRP Army. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Guess what? We're going to take a pause. This is for you. Woo!
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, no Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags, I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, banks ain't letting money go. Swimming in the dough, as you see, gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Wait, hold on a second. Happy birthday to who? Happy birthday. Thank you, Two Bloods. Oh, it's Jose's birthday? You come on, you know we gotta sing happy birthday. And like I told you guys before, when I'm in the shower and the water's real hot and the steam hits my vocals, I could probably get a deal with like American Idol, The Voice, or something. I could probably get like, on one of those shows. It's when the water comes off and the steam like subsides and it goes away, then my voice starts sounding like Giselle from Friday. But I'm gonna do it anyway because Jose's my man. Here we go. Jose, 1, 2, 3, let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dog, my homie, the Crypto for Life family, Jose. Happy birthday to you. In a shower, it sounds way different. God dang it, y'all pray for me. Let's do it.
I'll be better off when I'm selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I'm buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. The fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon in? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
Happy birthday to my man Pots and Pans Jose. Huh? Special day. Because it was the day that Jose was born. Special day because of Jose. Let's move on. Gumi announced his investment in XRP alongside a Japan banking giant SBI, $17 million worth. Whoa. Company by company, XRP becomes a global reserve asset. Evernorth, check mark. Big things are happening, guys. If you guys don't know, now you know. Dom says, I never understood why people dye their hair purple or red. I was having fun with this. I said, come on, Don, to match your shoes. What's wrong with you? Let me stop. You thought it was funny. Okay, sheesh. What are we talking about here? Solana just did what Bitcoin couldn't. It says 21 shares, new ETF approved, pays 67% staking yield to holders. The first major crypto ETF that earns passive income. And what I actually put on this, because I don't just repost things, I read the comments. I said, sheesh, the comments don't think so. And I got nothing against Solana. I got a little bit of it, poquito. But at the end of the day, if you guys read this right here, it's crazy. These comments are wild. I laughed, like, reading them for like 5 minutes. It was pretty crazy. But if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check it out. Okay, Alex Hormonzi, if that's how you say it, says, it's very hard to have vision when you have bills to pay. I said, it's very hard to pay bills when you have so much vision. You damn straight, joking, but great point. And that's what someone that just brought up in here. It's hard to have vision. Shouts out to Nina. Shouts out to my beautiful queen, Jeanette. That's my baby, my biggest supporter in everything I do. All right, here we go. 11 companies to add XRP to their treasury. That's over $2 billion. The tip of the iceberg, guys. Evernorth. Tridentity. Can't read this one. It's in Spanish. It looks like Webus. Vivo Power. Wellgistics. Reliance. That's too small. Gumi. Work Sports. BC Bud Co. And Digital Com. Indicators, maybe? Indications or something. Oh, I'm sorry. Digital Communications. So, guys, we're just getting started. I do agree with that. We're just getting started. We're already over an hour, damn it. Okay, how I see it, this is how I see it, guys, right? They stall, price falls. Folks panic and get manic. If you guys don't know what manic is, Google it. Exchanges drop it, banks adopt it. And I do believe exchanges will drop it, not purposely, but in the sense that they were directed to do so. So one of the conversations we had a couple days ago when I had this conversation with my buddy is that you may look up and see you can no longer get it. So, you know, that's why I think for me, I'm not going to tell you what to do. For me personally, when I do have my selling percentages, it's going to be small, right? And the reason being, and then just me, not because some people, like I said, got bills, got things they got to do, but it's because one of the things that I'm worried about is the ability to buy back. And I do believe that's going to happen. So again, we'll go through it quickly. They stall, price falls. Folks panic, get manic. Exchanges drop it, banks adopt it. Confusion looms, price booms. And that's, I said, lots of love, something like that. But that's pretty much how it's going to be. I was trying to get my little rhyme on, but it was a fact as well. Okay. Mr. Mayor says the Fed, David, is how he said, VTHO, had stated that Bitcoin will be, probably butchered that poor guy's name, had stated that Bitcoin will not be as attractive in the future, but Ripple is a winner. What? Oh, wow. Bitcoin and Beyond, the possibilities and pitfalls of virtual currencies by David Andolfetto, if that's how you said it, Vice President of Federal Reserve. What? Bank of St. Louis. Oh, wow. Okay, this is some time ago, but still. The effect of this and similar rulings serve to diminish the attractiveness of Bitcoins as a currency. Ripple is a winner. Wow. Okay. Smoke be finding those gems, don't he? Okay, big day in Washington for digital assets, says Cynthia Loomis. a big day in Washington for digital asset market structure. And I said, we can use some big news. We use some damn positive news. BNB is in the hood. They're in the hood. What I mean by that is they're part of Robinhood now. Been listed on Robinhood. And I think, Coinbase as well? Cray. Okay, here we go. Shouts out to the BNB community. Breaking news: the Bank of England governor is warning that recent turmoil in the U.S. private credit markets has worrying echoes of the 2008 subprime crisis. So, okay, I have to do more research on that, but I think they were saying there's some issues in the credit market. People overextending themselves maybe in those credit cards. Ripple has secured a seat on the now this is big. Ripple has secured a seat on the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force. Can I ask you guys a question? Can we keep it a buck right here? What's up, World Be Free? World Be Free, let me know. Does anybody feel like this is bullshit or just me? Now, I want to read this again. Because I don't know if they said skunk G-string coin, if they said Butter Stickum coin, your cousin's microwave coin, or some of these other assets people are hopeful about, right? It says Ripple. Let's open this up. Just hit the link, hit the picture, and let's go right into it. Okay. Ripple joins Fed's faster payment steering. XRP poised for a $4 breakout. Ripple joins the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force. What? While XRP eyes a potential $4 breakout, echoing its 2024 trajectory. Come on now. This sounds big to me. Yeah, I got things pop-ups. Ripple strengthened its footprint on the Fed's Faster Payments Task Force. Ripple, the blockchain payments giant behind the XRP token, has secured a seat on the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force steering committee, signaling a growth influence in shaping the future of U.S. payment infrastructure. U.S. payment, U.S. debt, U.S. President Trump, U.S. plans, U.S. manipulation, U.S. things happen. Come on now. Y'all got to be feeling what I'm feeling. According to top researcher Smoke, this move positions Ripple at the heart of discussions surrounding faster, more efficient financial transactions, a space historically dominated by traditional banking. And you guys can see it right here. Smoke put this out, and you can see the documentation right here. It says about Ripple, right? He didn't make this up, right? It says Ripple sits on the Federal Reserve's Faster Payments Task Force Steering Committee and co-chairs the W3C's Web Payments Working Group. Guys, they're all in the mix. Why? They're all in the mix. Why? You ask yourself why? I have. Make sure you guys go check this out. If you guys are interested in getting more information on this, it's right here. Click the picture. Go into the link. Do your research. All right, here we go. Unconfined says, once you understand people by their actions, you'll never be fooled by their words. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Huh? I see a lot of people got a lot of words, but their actions, to me, speaks volumes. That's a fact. Shouts out to that one. I agree with that. Okay, is this right here? Okay. Smoke puts this out. It says Federal Reserve's research had already validated BFT, confirming Ripple, XRP, and HBAR's role in secure payments. The Federal Reserve previously acknowledged the efficiency and scalability of Byzantine, if that's how I said, fault tolerance BFT consensus model in an earlier research paper outlining a secure payment system framework. That acknowledgement marked a major endorsement since BFT mechanisms, particularly Byzantine agreement-based models, offered the highest level of security and scalability for distributed networks. XRP, XLM, and HBAR were already utilizing various variations of BFT as confirmed in the reference documentation. The Federal Reserve's finding concluded that this model outperformed other consensus mechanisms such as proof of work, POW, and proof of stake, POS, making it the leading choice for high-speed and secure financial transactions. You're damn straight. All you got to do is do the research, connect the dots, man. You be all up in it. Like, oh my God, I'm in it to win it. All right, here we go. Breaking. Amazon plans on replacing 600,000 U.S. workers with robots. I was like, did you see Terminator and Skynet? 600,000 workers with robots. I watched Terminator way too many times. I've seen like every Terminator 1, 2, 3, however many there is. I watched it. Okay, let's move on. So guys, shouts out to, again, Caleb and Brown. We're going to be having an interview. Matter of fact, I got a call today. Oh, shoot. I got a call in 1 hour. with some top-notch people in my world, with Jim and Andrew, and then Andrew and his wife are going to be flying out to meet with us on Monday, have dinner with my wife and I and his wife, and then next week, I believe Thursday, we're going to be having them both on for the community. So you guys get ready. Definitely make sure you guys go check it out. But Andrew, this is actually Jim, one of the gentlemen that we're going to be having our interview with next Thursday. I put thousands are scammed every day, devices being compromised constantly. The guy who recently got hacked for $3 million loss. AWS just showed us outages, causes millions to lose access. Hey, it was okay with the fact of where prices were at, but man, I would not want something like that to happen again. It's almost like it's a hiccup that happened at a time where it wasn't, I guess, as important. But man, if that would have happened when XRP is at $30 and you're trying to get your assets out, or XLM or HBAR, Algo, whatever it is, or even Bitcoin, yeah. So I said, this is why I chose Kalen Brown. Here's my referral link for anybody who wants to find out more about it. We're going to be having him on the show next week, and I got a call in 1 hour with some prominent multimillionaire friends of mine at 2:30 with those guys, both him and Andrew, and then like I said, I'll be having dinner. They're flying in to have dinner with me and my wife, and yeah, get to know each other. And by the way, they just opened 2 offices here in the United States, so I'm excited about that. Didn't even realize that like 80% of all their businesses here in the States. Okay, excuses are only good to the people who make them. Excuses are only good to the people who make them. That's a fact. Let's see, we got a couple people here. Jerome Powell, well. Jerome Powell, well, you're so funny, guys. Every now and then I get somebody here like this that'll put Jerome Powell. We had Gary Gensler. We had Elizabeth Warren. And so I'm going to play along with it. Jerome Powell. Can you please cut, the BPS, man? Can you make it 50 BPS? Can you cut it down, man, so we can, so everything can boom? Come on, Jerome. Huh? Can you do that for us, Jerome? Rome? Come on, Rome. I remember we had Elizabeth Warren in here. Anybody remember that? We had like people acting like Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler. That's funny as hell. While you got that XRP on the same on the name Silver. What does Silver say? What happened? Wait, Silver what? Locked out months ago. I haven't been on there since. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Months ago. Yes. Yeah, so a lot of people don't realize that Edo Farina, who hasn't been back on, I don't think his account still is up. He's got like legal things going on right now, trying to get himself back up. But yeah, he's devastated right now, and he hasn't done anything because of that devastation. And I didn't realize how big of an income he was drawing in from X. So I don't know why he got taken off, but he's also lost his account, as has others. But it was devastating because it was a big part of his monthly income. Some of these guys, man, on X are making 10, 20, 30, 50, $100,000 a month. It's crazy. So it's devastating when some of these people get knocked off from their main income supply. My heart and prayers go out to my brother. I've called him, I've talked to him. I keep in touch to make sure he's okay, as does others in the space. So yeah. XRP God Candle incoming soon. I hope you are ready. I said hope has nothing to do with it, baby. We all ready. And you guys can see right here as this kind of plays into what this is actually a zoom out of what the guy was showing earlier, with XRP being at that support level right here at like the 238 mark. So it's a zoom out version of what that guy was showing earlier. This is just kind of showing you all the way back from the beginning. So we're right here. We definitely don't want this damn thing to drop out the box, because if it hits down here on this support, man, it's be a lot of scared people. Scared. Don't be scared. Success takes time. Trust the process. Success takes time. Trust the process. So much bigger than we think. This was yesterday's thumbnail. So much bigger than we think. And I appreciate all you guys reaching out saying how much you appreciate yesterday's stream, even though it was quite long. Hopefully we might be down there today again. We're thrilled to announce that Ripple has has agreed to acquire G Treasury. Guys, look, if you look at, Ripple is the game of chess they're playing. It's almost like if you look at what they're doing, and this is what we were talking about yesterday, connecting the dots. If you look how everything's moving, if you look how everything is moving, here's what's so funny. You guys want to know what's so funny? You see this thumbnail right here? You see how I have Trump right here? You see how I have this person here looking down at their phone? It looks like they're looking down on his phone. What is there's one person on the end here? You guys, can you see it right here? You guys remember the when I found this thing. You guys remember you got all these guys looking. You got this one guy looking like he's kind of looking down at his phone. You guys remember that crypto summit when a lot of major people there. Now there wasn't very many people from the crypto. I remember even Charles Hopkinson was upset because he didn't get invited. He tried desperately to get in, and what I understand, again, based off what I saw on X, and he didn't get invited to that summit. But to Donald Trump's left, I believe it was Scott Bessent, and then it went down, and then you had Brad Garlinghouse. And we posted pictures. If you guys go back and look, I put pictures, and there's pictures of everybody like trying to take selfies, doing recordings, and Brad Garlinghouse was sitting there on his phone like man, we are in there. We're in it to it. Like he knew something that nobody else there knew. Like we already met. We had beef bourgeois because that was all prior to this crypto summit meeting. And I put right here, if you look at the very thing on the left side of Trump, I purposely did this, right? Ripple, and right by Brad Garlinghouse. Because I'm telling you, this room, like, if you don't think Ripple's in that room, you're out of your damn mind. You're out of your damn mind. They're in the room. They're in the room. With BlackRock in there, like, I'm telling you, 1,700 NDAs, they're in the room. That's why I posted. That's why this thumbnail is on point, guys. I'm telling you, there's a lot of top press went behind that. They're in the room. Facts. Right? It's not about us. They appreciate us, but it's not about. They realize, and that's why Joe Katz put that thing out, and we showed, and we even talked. He brought it. The guy from a couple days ago brought it to my team. He goes, you know what? Those panels, those solar panels on the thing was with Joe Katz, right? You know what he's implying. You know what's, man? Come on, bro. They realize some of us are gonna slip through the cracks. Some of us are gonna make it. And they're okay with that, and they're happy for that. There'll be stories that'll be able to be told based off that. There'll be legends created. But when it's taken off those damn exchanges, and people, what happened? I thought I had time. If y'all don't know, listen to the song. Maybe you understand how they're gonna feel. Woo!
Pull up in a spacecraft, them bags on us. Get into them bags, so them stacks on us. In a different bracks, where they try to tax on us.
What?
Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone, and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code, so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like
And you ever wonder why are we going through this? You ever wonder, you think these people in this room, you think these people care about retail? It's bigger than us. Did you hear what I said about how Trump does his real estate deals? What did I say? The umbrella company puts a deposit on that building. They buy everything around it. They build. That's what they're doing. They don't care about us. It's not about retail. But if you are positioned, you're going to win. Why don't they care, 6'8"? Because they don't want us to get rich but die trying. Tails new.
like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the.
You think they want a bunch of Rockefellers and us? You think they want some Rockeloids, X-Lloyds, and Rocka Orshango, and Rocka Two Bless, and Rocker Silver Days, Rockefeller money? That's the kind of money we're gonna be making. Damn it! If you don't know, now you do.
Shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the move?
Come on.
It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. This one, bang it up. Here come the monkey. This one, let me get some.
They realize some of y'all about to be rich. Let's move on. Your most reliable support will come from yourself alone. Facts. Reliable. Most reliable. Comes from you. Let's see. Reminder, Cardano, ADA, BTC, and XRP are the only tokens in the top 10 with fixed supplies, baby. And you know what I put here? Fixed. Fixed. Now you think about what they'll be utilized for. Once you get that, you'll realize how scarce XRP, because when you look at all these, right? 21 million, 45 billion, 100 billion. But when you understand, and this is why Joe Katz made this comment, David Schwartz, he says, it can't be cheap. If you understand how it's going to be utilized, who's going to be utilizing it? And that's what the gentleman was talking about yesterday. There's so much XRP that's going to be locked up. The price can't be no $20, $30. Oh my God, y'all ain't ready. Let's move on. I'm going to stop it. I'm not going to get back in that conversation again. I had it. Jim Cramer says, crypto is due for a push today. Oh, damn, Jim. Can somebody shut Jim up? Please, Jim, stop talking. All right, let's move on. NASDAQ, we are seeing institutional interest expand beyond Bitcoin to tokens like, did he say XRP?
I also think it's encouraging, Nick, that we're seeing it broaden out beyond Bitcoin and we're starting to understand the fundamentals and other applications when you think about the institutional use cases for the digital asset space.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that the early kind of mover in this was Bitcoin particularly. But the way that I really like to see this is we're building a new financial wallet system. So if you picture tomorrow's wallet, we've got Bitcoin. So they're the digital gold. They sit inside and act as this finite supply, borderless transactions, and really self-custodied with a password, not a vault. Whether you're hedging inflation or sort of dodging local currency turmoil, very censorship resistant store of value. And then you've got Ethereum. So that's the app platform. So Ethereum's the wallet's app store. Smart contracts so that you trade, borrow, or earn yield without a bank. And owning ETH is really just like holding gas in a global financial operating system, one that's open source and runs 24/7. And you've got XRP. So they're the cross-border bridge. And XRP works really behind the scenes as that instant FX bridge. So banks convert dollars to XRP, beam it abroad in 3 seconds, and cash it out in local currency, potentially cutting remittance fees from 7% to under 1%. And then you've got Solana, the high-speed rail. So Solana provides the commuter rail, really hundreds of transactions per second with very tiny fees. So your subway tap, in-game purchase, or loyalty point redemption could all ride on the Solana rails without you even noticing. Then we've got stablecoins. Stablecoins such as USDC act as tokenized dollars, really clearing anytime, anywhere, and fully backed by short-term treasuries. And they really marry crypto speed with the safety of US debt, turning your phone into sort of this real-time dollar account that you can spend worldwide. So this is really a suite of products that have very specific functions that are reimagining the entire financial stack, and it's really opening back up.
Are you positioned? Huh? Are you positioned? I'm just saying. I hope you know what you hold. That's a fact. What else we got in here before we get up out of here? They're trying everything they can to stall it, guys. Like some of the dates have already passed with XRP ETS. They're doing everything they can to stall it. Oh, you don't have to get 19-4. Just go on and retrace. We're going to make it easier for everybody. They're doing everything they can. This is how you know, guys, when you look at it in its entirety. They're doing everything they can. They don't talk about XRP. They don't want it to have this moment like Bitcoin had by itself, Ethereum had by itself with the ETFs. Oh no, no. Bring back those applications. Just everybody can do it. And then the dates that we had in position that were positioned for those ETFs to drop, government shutdown. I mean, guys, you can't make this up. It's almost like it's in front of us. So it's sitting right there in front of us that most people are just like, well, what's going on? It's right there. If you truly want to see it, it's right there. By the way, guys, if you guys don't know, we are the show. Crypto for Life, been around since 2011. I'm sorry, 2011. Good Lord. Had been around for 2 years and 11 months. I've been in crypto since 2017. We have an agreement with the community that when XRP hits $100, we're going to be the first show that gives a vehicle away for 1 month for 12 months straight. So each month, from the moment the XRP hits $100, we're going, and even though I have other assets in that, but once the XRP hits $100, we're going to give a vehicle away 1 month, each month for 12 months. And so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Right now we have 130 people watching. I'm not sure all platforms that they're watching on. Could be X, could be IM, UTV, whatever, but I'm asking you guys to do me a huge personal favor. Go to our Crypto for Life channel. It takes you 1 moment to go on there for all these people that are watching. Go over to hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit all so you get notified every time we go live. And guys, look at the content. If you go back and look at some of the content, you see Paul Barron and these guys that are doing a lot of things for the crypto community, do a lot of interviews. We were doing those interviews years ago. And so when we first started, so shouts out to Paul for continuing on the work. Shouts out to all those who are doing those type of interviews. Shouts out to Melissa, World Be Free. But if you go back and look at these guys, we were doing interviews. We were covering a coin a day. We were there in the beginning. We are. I was in the XRP documentary, Rig from the Start by Fruition Productions. So, we've been around. We're pioneers in this space as well. I think anybody's been in this space for, 5 years plus are pioneers. Those who had a belief system when nobody else did. And even those who, were in maybe less than 5 years, still part of the those who will be considered pioneers. But guys, go in here, check out all of the content. We've got some incredible content, especially the interview that we did with Stephen Nareff. I think it got like 80-something thousand views or something like that. But make sure you guys go hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and show your love, show your support for the Crypto for Life family. I think you guys will enjoy who we are. I think you guys can appreciate that we always keep it 100. And to me, I think we have, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest families on planet Earth, EARF. Now, for those of you guys says Earth, what is Earth? EARF. Well, Earth, we came up with this whole thing back in the day. Earth, EARTH, is where people sit in a system that was not created for us to win. That's why they say they don't want you to get rich but die trying. It's created by a system that's not set up for you to win. You do just enough not to get fired. They pay you just enough not to quit. You retire on a percentage what barely got you by in the first place. It's called financial slavery, right? They never put you in a position to win. I'm not saying that people don't win, but it's far and few in between. It's not a system set up for you to be bigger than the guy who owns that position. You're building somebody else's dream. So for me, EARF, EARF, is when you're in crypto. When you've done the things today that other people won't do in order to put your family and yourself in a position tomorrow to have things that other people won't have. It's called believing. It's called dreaming again. That's what crypto represents to me. That's the greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. For those who get that, this is for you.
We looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on. Yeah, I want the whole damn ship. And if you bring in any photo, bust the whole damn clip. Nah, we do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man. And I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globius and XTC. And a little more XRP, we not playing. So basically we repping for the same set. Cause we was here way before the main net. Who would have thought that crypto tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling it, I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Stack it up.
Once again, greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. One Atlantis is in the house. What's up, One Atlantis? In the house, guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Go over to our channel, Crypto for Life, with your boy James, aka 68J, guys. We got so much going on. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys in a major way. We're going to get up out of here. We got Silver Days, XRP, X Floyd in the house. We got One Atlantis. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you for your support. Nina Blossom's in the house. We got Jose. Richard Dovey. What's up, Reverend Rich? One of my old school friends from years ago. Shouts out to Reverend Rich. Shouts out to you and the family. We've got Jose, Nina Blossom, X Lloyd. Anybody else? Orshang O. Too blessed. We know you're blessed, brother. Silver Days, XRP. Appreciate you, my brother. DCA Crypto Dave with the massive digital hug. I appreciate my man and all that you do for the channel. Jerome Powell, huh? Jerome Powell, why don't you cut those damn rates so everything can go out? If not, you can kiss all of our assets. Stop it. Y'all heard what I said. Let's move on. Crypto Outlaws in the house. We got Frozen 06. Who else we got up in here? We got World Be Free going live today, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dip a toe with Melissa and Simon. I just sound better. Simon. Let me stop. What else is up in here? My beautiful queen, my best friend, my wife for 16 years. 14 years of that I was coffee free. In the last 2 years she got me on coffee, so AKA also my coffee drug dealer. Y'all pray for me. Let's move on. Who else is up in here? Oh Lord, I love my drug dealer. Let me stop. Too much coffee. TJ Patterson in the house. Who else we got in here? Jose, good to see you, my brother. Silver Days XRP. We got Justice for the LPA. Good to see you, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for welcome to part of the family. Again, guys, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and subscribe. Just takes you a second. Show your love for the Crypto for Life family. Huh? For the Crypto for Life family. I can't wait till XRP hits $100. A car a month for 12 months. Huh? Want to be a part of that? Nina Blossom in the house. TJ Patterson in the house. True Dukel's up in here. Good to see you, True Dukel. How you doing, brother? Who else we got up in here? Okay, I gotta get set up for my other show. I gotta Zoom right now with Endurance in the house. Good to see you, sis. What is Real Matrix is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. The Strategist is in the house. Atlantic Living. Good to see you. Why my soul, ETH, Undo, and other projects like this so popular with their unlimited total supply? Can someone please explain this? Karma Carmichael's in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Ivan Hernandez up in here. What's up, Ivan? BKB69. Now, all you guys that are here that maybe I didn't get to see your name, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Until next time, it's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. Yeah.